is 6 a.m. or so, and this is my morning quiet time. My mornings are very luscious. I love them, excuse me, to be luscious. So you might hear the hum of my fireplace space heater or my air purifier. I burn a lot of incense and a lot of sage in here. And I don't love the idea of like soot or you hear my morning voice. I don't like the idea of a lot of soot or just smoke issue. And so I keep an air purifier going. Anyway, have you noticed that when I do recordings, especially very candid recordings, there's always this like intro of my day or what's going on. It's just kind of like a conversational thing. Anyway, I even say that because social media branding would tell you otherwise. Grab a hook, get their attention. And I'm like, hey girl, how's it going? So anyway, I'm here this morning to talk with you about twin flame dynamic. And it's such an interesting thing because it's so wildly taboo and unknown. And because of that, it's highly debated and scrutinized and labeled and shunned and misunderstood. So because it's a Sunday morning, I'm here with my coffee. This is very worshipful. This is my truth, and this is the truth. You're just going to hear it. It's worshipful. I've had the vision of, upon my union, morning worship. Am I right? With my beloved. And that is the way of this woman, anyway. That's the way of my heart. So, in like manner, worship, quiet time, reading the Bible, reading the nourishing text, and hearing nourishing, soul nourishing information, soul nourishing wisdom, soul nourishing practices, body nourishing practices. This is how we start our day. This is how we start our week. We rest on Saturday, and on Sunday, we align. As the humans, we kind of do that. So anyway, twin flame, you are a soul. You are a soul. We are God. We are part of the everything. And part of that is the individuation process of God creating to know itself. Let's not personify God anymore. He's not a person. He's not a human. Okay? So in all of the individuation process, we come now to earth in this day in present age. We are now ascending. We're moving. We're absolutely moving and evolving in every sense of the word. And now it's not now, for our experience now, because now is the right now. The experience is upward trajectory should we choose it. I've chosen it. I'm an initiate. I'm a master. I'm a healer. It's my job. It's my life calling. And many of you as well. And you'll feel it and you'll get there. Don't worry. It's the process. It's so juicy. So as such, there are polarities in this dimension. So there's masculine polarity and feminine polarity. We're all batteries. It's left brain, right brain, energetically. It's logic and emotion and all the stuff. So anyway, in the person world, I have a left brain and a right brain. And so there's this other man out in the world has a left brain and a right brain. And as I, the feminine, energetic, dominant polarity, as I balance the hemispheres of my brain, I heal myself, I heal my wounds, I choose to come into balance, inner balance. And that inherently sets my heart at ease. I'm healing my inner child, so I feel more at rest and peace. And from integrating the emotional intelligence of the brain and what I know and all my wisdom and my experiences and education and everything, and bringing it all to center allows me my lived experience to be in this consistent state of heart-brain coherence. So whole brain synchronization, a heart-brain coherence. And that automatically puts my body in a state of parasympathetic rest, like rest, a felt sense of inner peace. And as I live in that posture, it's choices. It's always a choice, free will. As I live in that posture, then I ascend and I get more and more divine, one might say, within this body. And in doing so, I naturally magnetize the other end of my battery, that masculine polarity of my soul on this earth. Now, on higher dimensions, my self, feminine, and that other masculine, we are one. We already are one. And so that's how we are being magnetized to one another, because the collective ascension is doing that on all levels to all people. Now, whatever's in you that doesn't feel like inner peace and bliss is what's exactly in the way of whatever it is that you want. However, for me, as in the twin flame realm dynamic, in that narrative, it's love, it's romantic attraction and love. And that's what woke me up to my God self, my goddess self, because it's time for us all to remember who we really are, and that the life of your dreams is literally, it's already yours. It's just aligning yourself to it. And so I get to speak to the intellect. I get to speak to the heart. I get to do all the things. I'm so very fun and happy. It is fun, and I am happy about it. Good morning. Yeah, so that's twin flame, okay? The thing about it is, there's so many millions of facets. You honestly have a heart knowing who your twin flame is. And as you ascend, you understand more and more of your free sovereign will. And you understand that you have many twin flames, but then you only have one. So you get to choose your soulmate. You get to choose to the point where you've chosen, and then you're like, oh, holy shit. Oh, absolutely. And the reason you get to choose is because the multitude of timelines. Yes, there is just one that you choose, or you can choose as you thumb a book with the pages. You choose whichever twin you desire. What life do you want? And so for me, I have wonderful questions. I have, and that's the fun. What I like, and I know that I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am the wife, the woman, the divine woman, feminine, because my heart is whatever. I'll get whatever. That's that. But I know that I desire my masculine. Now, do I want that masculine to be fully, completely dedicated to his job and then come home and he's fully dedicated to me? And what lifestyle would I like? Would I like it with this gentleman over here? Or would I like it with this gentleman over here? Or over here, like, we're very physical, extremely physical. Do I want that to be? I mean, do you see what I'm saying? I am me in any of these relationships. And I will be bliss-filled and free and fun in any of them. So I just, right now, I get to kind of see the bouquets being offered, and they all smell very nice. But that's the beauty of being the divine feminine and surrender, because I have a heart knowing and I have a head knowing, but there are shadows with each of them of unknown, because that's the human experience. Now, while I think I have control, I also know that the God in me is omnipotent. And just me by myself, I am impotent. So kind of finding the middle ground is surrender. And we all get to experience that. The divine feminine leads the way in surrender. Oh, hello. I am so sorry. That's a throat chakra clearing if I've ever heard it. Felt it. Oh, it's like something grabs your throat. For me, when throat chakra clearing, sometimes it feels like I'm being threaded by a needle. Lord have mercy. Anyway, what was I saying? Surrender. The divine feminine leads it in the surrender. because we just get it. Kind of like the way I'm able to just like exhale all of this to you, get it in not a heady way, in an experienced way. And sometimes the energy is experienced and then understood, and sometimes energy is understood then experienced. It's the syzygy of life, the infinity loop of life. So we live in this place of twirling, of surrender, just radiant trust. And so we're still in motion and we're still creative, but it's a dance, it's intuitive. So when we get there, that activates something in the masculine that they're like, holy fuck balls, like this is what I want. And they are turned on and they pursue that thing, whatever it is. And that's how the two come together. Yes, there's a point where you see your other coming towards you. And like it's a for me, and like all the fears and all the things come to the surface and all the questions. And as in equal measure does the divine show and hold me and pet me and tell me I'm okay. Have you ever considered this other thing? And so that's what helps to calm shadows of all the options. It's all trust. And so twin flame, because we have this high energy, we tend to be charismatic individuals. Not always, but charismatic in our way. Tasha's has just been to fucking be in front of the whole goddamn world. But I love it. It's exhilarating, it's fun, and it'll shift. But for this season, it feels so damn luscious to be in the spotlight. Like, good Lord. And it's not self-centered, it's self-centric, self-referential, it's sovereign. That's just it. And I was talking with someone, my daughter, my son, a friend. I don't know. I was talking because that's just what I freaking do. And I was talking about like it can be so misunderstood. And that's fine because that's still triggering to people. She thinks she, and that's what they choose. That's the page in the book that they've chosen. Like, whatever, I don't care. But it's self-centric. And the reason I don't care is because I know the freedom that is in sovereignty and confidence and inner peace. It's the thing that we've all like longed for forever, and that's why we fucking did our healing work. Come on now. God, I get so crazy because I drink coffee on an empty stomach and I sit here and I'm all like woo woo. When I was a Christian, when I called myself a Christian, like in the churchy context, it was wake up and read my morning Bible and my quiet time. And I'm not disrespecting that. That's my foundation. But also now I feel more liberated to include all of it. It's that fun of the freedom. I'm rambling. It. That's what happened. Maybe that's it. It's my soul. It's my freedom. Oh, one more thing, because this is just a chat with my friends. Astrology. Y'all better just write down your birth time, okay? Because I am, okay, hold on. Choose your words. I am vastly, insatiably curious about astrology, but I'm also being led so strongly into my career that astrology is here with me. So I'm learning that. I'm learning the structure still. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I can't wait to read charts because I was reading my own chart and that of my counterpart today. Good Lord. It is so hidden in plain sight. It's just a language that looks to many like hieroglyphics, and more people are learning to read. And that's me. I'm an intuitive reader. I'm like, oh, well, that's this and that. And then I have a couple of classes that I'm taking that helps me to articulate what I see to you, so you can do what I'm doing and be like, if you're interested in this, because this is just another avenue to this. All roads lead to the same place. But if you're magnetized to wanting a reading or an interpretation of your chart combined with my channeling abilities and intuitive nature and, my connection to the divine, because it's on my chart. Oh, I love like that. I'm actually thinking if I integrate that into my practice, I literally might start with maybe a good 2 or 3 minutes of just my chart to show on paper how I synthesize the information to give to you as I read your chart would be so cool, because I'm not just I don't just provide a service. I'm a teacher. Like, I can't help it. Like, you gonna learn on accident if you're around me, because that's just who I am. But I'm passionate about it. That's my heart. And then my calling is to, y'all are funny. My calling is 8th house sun, Capricorn. So I do the work to fucking break down structures and rebuild them, because my Mars and my Mercury is 0 degrees of Aquarius, right? 9th house. Let me go over here. Look, 9th house. So I don't have it in front of me. I'm very visual oriented. So anyway, rambles. She speaks a lot. Let me just grab the current energies right now. So so big transition. We're all kind of in the liminal space. Some people are feeling some big pushes, like birthing yourself and all these things. And that's cyclical, I know. But New Year stuff, like whether you believe in the Gregorian calendar, New Year, or we're waiting later. This is a season of like, there's like a sobering quality, but then also like a hazy, sobering quality. And for Tasha, I think that is a lot of my solar return. My birthday's coming up. My Venus, transit Venus, trine my Venus. Like, I am like feminine, embodied, very sensual, very magnetic. Lord have mercy. That includes my mind. There's a lot going on in my mind and lessons being learned. And I know that I'm at a pivotal vertex point in this transit. So it's funny to that's what we love about astrology as well. We're living our life, and then all of a sudden we see it on paper and we're like, well, that explains it. And it doesn't stop anything from happening. It just helps you take a breath and just kind of like, okay, and see that it's transient. Ain't nothing forever except for forever. Anyway, I love you. Goodbye.